Legendary boxer Mike Tyson is getting back in the ring. He's 58 years old. He's facing off against YouTuber turned boxer 27-year-old Jake Paul.
Sign the contract.
No problem. Saturday, July 20th. See you there, buddy.
Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jake
In a shocking twist, Mike Tyson revealed that parts of his fight with Jake Paul were scripted. Tyson, at 58, explained it was for safety, but fans are asking, was it really a fight or just a spectacle? Does this mark the end of boxing's authenticity? The sport's future now hangs in the balance. What's next for real competition in boxing? Mike Tyson says the fight was partly scripted. Mike Tyson, one of the most famous names in boxing history, recently revealed that parts of his fight with Jake Paul were scripted. This announcement surprised many fans and raised questions about the authenticity of the match. For years, boxing has been a sport that thrives on raw competition and skill, but this revelation has caused people to wonder whether that tradition is being replaced by entertainment and spectacle.
Favorite fighter, his dad broke down in tears when he told him he was going to face Mike Tyson.
Tyson's explanation focused on safety and regulation, but his words have left many fans disappointed and confused. Tyson stated that the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation required specific rules to ensure the safety of both fighters. Without these conditions, the fight wouldn't have been allowed to happen. The scripted elements included agreements to avoid knockdowns or knockouts and measures designed to protect the health of both participants. Tyson, who is 58 years old, and Jake Paul, a 27-year-old influencer turned boxer, were on very different levels physically. These restrictions were seen as a way to even the playing field while prioritizing safety. But was it the right decision? Tyson defended the decision to script parts of the fight, arguing that his age made such measures necessary. At nearly 60 years old, Tyson is far past his physical prime. In contrast, Jake Paul is in peak condition, making a full-contact fight potentially dangerous.
YouTuber Jake Paul's entry in the world of boxing has gone from strength to strength.
Who has knocked out more UFC veterans than Jake Paul?
Tyson's decision to agree to these terms was likely a practical one. But many fans feel that agreeing to a scripted fight damages the sport's integrity and his personal legacy. Boxing is a sport that prides itself on authenticity. Every punch, every dodge, and every moment in the ring is supposed to be real. When parts of a match are revealed to be scripted, it raises concerns about the future of the sport. For decades, boxing has been about skill, strategy, and heart. Moments like these make fans wonder if boxing is losing its way. Jake Paul, as a rising figure in the boxing world, has brought in millions of new viewers, but his rise has been controversial. Many traditional boxing fans view him as an outsider, someone who lacks the years of training and dedication that professional fighters have.
Oh, the whole MMA world hates me. All of these UFC people hate me. The boxing purists hate me.
While Paul has worked hard to prove himself, his involvement in a partly scripted fight has given critics more reason to question his legitimacy. Can someone who agrees to such terms be taken seriously as a boxer? The fight between Tyson and Paul highlighted the ongoing tension between traditional boxing and influencer boxing. On one hand, influencer matches attract huge audiences and generate millions of dollars. On the other hand, they often lack the authenticity and skill that define the sport. This creates a divide between loyal fans of boxing and the newer audiences drawn in by celebrities and social media stars. For Tyson, this fight adds a complicated chapter to his storied career. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Fans admire him for his raw talent and the intensity he brought to every match. But agreeing to a scripted fight raises questions about his motivations. Was it about money, health, or something else entirely? Jake Paul also faces significant challenges. While his popularity continues to grow, fights like this one make it harder for him to gain respect among serious boxing fans. People want to see real competition, not matches with prearranged outcomes. If Paul wants to be taken seriously, he may need to prove himself against skilled, active fighters in unscripted matches.
Right away, Tyson's on the hunt. He is doing that classic bob and weave, moving forward and making Jake work to keep his distance.
Tyson's admission forces everyone to reflect on what they want from boxing. Is it the drama and excitement of an unpredictable match, or is it the assurance that everyone involved is safe? For now, there are no easy answers, but the controversy surrounding this fight is a reminder of how deeply people care about the sport. The legacy of this fight will likely be debated for years. For Tyson, it may be seen as a blemish on an otherwise incredible career. For Paul, it's another step in his controversial journey as a boxer. For the fans, it's a moment of frustration and reflection. What do they truly want from the sport they love? At its core, boxing has always been about competition, discipline, and heart. Moments like this make people question whether those values are being upheld. Tyson and Paul's fight might have entertained some, but it left others feeling disheartened. What does this mean for the future of boxing? Only time will tell. What if the fight you were waiting for wasn't real at all? Could Mike Tyson's admission that parts of his fight with Jake Paul were scripted be the death of boxing's authenticity? And what does this mean for the future of a sport that's supposed to be all about raw competition? Boxing fans upset over the fight's outcome. Boxing has long been regarded as a sport of strength, discipline, and authenticity. It is a world where blood, sweat, and sheer determination create legendary moments that are remembered for generations. However, recent revelations about the scripted nature of the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul have left fans feeling disheartened. What should have been a thrilling clash between one of boxing's all-time greats and a rising star became, for many, an event that felt hollow. The fight has sparked widespread frustration and raised important questions about the direction boxing is headed. For many fans, Mike Tyson embodies the essence of traditional boxing. His journey from a troubled youth to the youngest heavyweight champion in history is evidence of hard work and resilience. Tyson's raw power and unrelenting style made him a global icon, inspiring millions to appreciate the true spirit of the sport. In contrast, Jake Paul represents a different side of boxing, one fueled by fame, social media, and spectacle. Paul's rapid rise in the sport has been polarizing, with many questioning whether he has earned his place in the ring. The fight between Tyson and Paul was expected to be a clash of these two worlds. Old-school boxing versus modern celebrity culture. Fans eagerly anticipated a bout that would showcase Tyson's legendary skills against Paul's youthful ambition. However, the revelation that parts of the fight were scripted left many feeling betrayed. Instead of a genuine contest, it became clear that the event was more about entertainment and money than true competition. The scripted nature of the fight was not just a disappointment, but also a missed opportunity to highlight the values that make boxing great. Tyson, despite his age, could have demonstrated the timeless appeal of discipline and hard work, showing younger audiences what makes the sport so special. For Jake Paul, the fight could have been a chance to prove himself against a true legend, earning respect from even his harshest critics. Instead, both fighters' legacies were overshadowed by the controversy. Fans have voiced their frustration loudly. Social media platforms were flooded with comments from viewers who felt cheated. Many expressed that they tuned in expecting a real fight, not a carefully controlled performance. For these fans, the fight was supposed to remind the world of boxing's rich history and unique appeal. Instead, it felt like an event designed purely for profit. This frustration is not just about one fight, it reflects a growing concern about the direction boxing is taking. In recent years, the sport has seen an influx of celebrity and influencer matches, drawing huge audiences but often sacrificing authenticity. While these events bring attention and money to boxing, they also risk alienating its core fan base. Many fear that boxing is becoming more of a spectacle than a sport, prioritizing entertainment over the values that have defined it for decades. The fight's outcome has also raised questions about the role of money in boxing. Events like Tyson versus Paul generate massive revenues, attracting millions of viewers worldwide. However, this financial success often comes at a cost. When profit becomes the primary focus, the integrity of the sport is at risk. Fans worry that the emphasis on money and entertainment is eroding the authenticity that has made boxing a beloved sport for generations. Despite the disappointment, this controversy also highlights how deeply people care about boxing. Fans' frustration stems from their love for the sport and their desire to see it thrive. They want to witness real competition, where fighters put everything on the line to achieve greatness. Moments like these remind us why boxing has such a devoted following and why it is so important to protect its integrity. The future of boxing depends on finding a balance between tradition and innovation. While events like Tyson versus Paul bring attention and new audiences, they should not come at the expense of authenticity. Boxing's greatest strength lies in its ability to inspire, to show that hard work and determination can overcome even the toughest challenges. For the sport to thrive, it must stay true to these values. Could the real fight have been Tyson's battle with his own body rather than Jake Paul? With fans already disillusioned by the scripted nature of the match, how much more disappointing is it to learn that Tyson was fighting not just an opponent, but serious health struggles too?
Were you dealing with an injury going into the fight?
Yeah, but I can't use that for an excuse, because if I did, I wouldn't be in here.
Tyson's health struggles before the big fight. Mike Tyson's return to the ring at 58 years old was nothing short of remarkable. However, what many fans didn't know was the serious health struggles he faced leading up to the fight. Tyson revealed that he had suffered a major health scare earlier in the year, losing half of his blood due to a severe ulcer. This revelation shocked fans and highlighted the extraordinary challenges he overcame to step back into the ring. The seriousness of Tyson's condition cannot be overstated. Losing half of one's blood is a life-threatening situation that often requires emergency medical intervention and a long recovery. For most people, such a setback would mean the end of any plans involving intense physical activity, let alone preparing for a boxing match. But Tyson is no ordinary individual. Known for his relentless spirit, he refused to let his health scare define him or derail his plans for the fight. In the months leading up to the fight, Tyson focused on regaining his strength. Training while recovering from such a serious condition is an incredible feat, yet Tyson approached it with determination. Every training session was a test of his physical and mental resilience. The sheer willpower required to bounce back after such a life-threatening ordeal was a testament to the fighter's character. He wasn't just fighting an opponent in the ring, he was fighting his own body and circumstances. Fans who watched the fight may not have realized the extent of Tyson's health challenges, but they witnessed his unwavering spirit. For 8 grueling rounds, Tyson went head-to-head with a much younger and presumably healthier opponent. Despite being 58 years old and coming off a major health scare, he displayed the grit and determination that defined his boxing career. It was a performance that left many in awe. Tyson's pride in his performance was evident after the fight. He spoke about how much it meant to him to complete all 8 rounds, especially given the health issues he had endured. For Tyson, this fight wasn't just about winning or losing, it was about proving to himself and the world that he still had the heart of a fighter. His resilience and refusal to give up inspired fans and reminded everyone why he is one of the greatest boxers of all time. The revelation of Tyson's health struggles also added a layer of complexity to the fight. Knowing what he went through, fans gained a new appreciation for his effort and determination. It wasn't just about stepping into the ring, it was about overcoming unimaginable odds to do so. For many, this story of resilience made his performance even more impressive, regardless of the outcome of the fight. Tyson's journey to the fight also serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of mental toughness. Recovering from a severe health issue while preparing for a high-profile match is a challenge that would break most people. Yet Tyson managed to push through the pain and uncertainty. His ability to stay focused on his goal, even in the face of such adversity, is a testament to his strength of character. The fight itself showcased Tyson's enduring skill and experience. While he may not have been as fast or as powerful as he was in his prime, he demonstrated a deep understanding of the sport. His movement, strategy, and determination reminded fans of the champion he once was, and still is in spirit. Even after all he had been through, Tyson showed that his love for boxing and his fighting spirit had not diminished. For many fans, Tyson's performance was more than just a boxing match. It was an inspiring story of resilience and perseverance. Watching him go 8 rounds despite his health challenges reminded people of the human capacity to overcome adversity. Tyson didn't just fight for himself, he fought for everyone who has faced obstacles and needed a reminder that strength comes from within. The health struggles Tyson faced also highlight the risks and sacrifices that come with professional boxing. Fighters often push their bodies to the limit, and Tyson's determination to return to the ring despite his condition underscores the passion and dedication he has for the sport. It's a reminder of the physical and emotional toll that boxing takes on athletes, even legends like Tyson. Tyson's performance was a victory in itself. It showed that age and health challenges could not keep him from doing what he loves. His resilience and courage inspired fans around the world, proving that the fighting spirit doesn't fade with time. Tyson's journey to the fight will be remembered not just as a comeback, but as a testament to the power of determination and heart. Could Tyson's incredible resilience in the ring have been overshadowed by Jake Paul's controversial win? As Tyson battled serious health struggles just to compete, Paul's victory only fueled the debate. Is influencer boxing the future, or a dangerous step away from the sport's true legacy? Jake Paul's win raises questions about boxing's future. Jake Paul's win over Mike Tyson stirred up a storm of emotions among boxing fans. The fight wasn't just about two men in the ring, it became a flashpoint for a larger discussion about the future of the sport. With Paul's background as a social media influencer and Tyson's legendary status in boxing, the event symbolized a clash of old and new worlds. Many were left wondering whether this was a moment of evolution or a step backward for boxing. For some, Jake Paul's performance was worthy of praise. Over time, he has demonstrated commitment to training and improving his boxing skills, stepping far beyond his influencer roots. Winning against a boxing icon like Tyson, even at Tyson's advanced age, was seen as a testament to Paul's dedication. Supporters argue that Paul is bringing new energy and younger audiences to a sport that has struggled to capture mainstream attention in recent years. One of the main points of contention is the issue of fairness. Jake Paul, at 27, is in his physical prime, while Tyson, at 58, has long passed his peak as an athlete. While Tyson's experience and legendary status made him a compelling opponent, the age and skill gap between the two fighters raised eyebrows.
And the biggest stat, the 31-year age difference, the largest age disparity.
Critics argue that Paul should be facing opponents closer to his own age and ability if he truly wants to prove himself as a legitimate boxer.
Jake Paul isn't a fucking boxer. This guy's a fucking YouTube kid. I'll bet $1 million.
Oh, here we
that
go.
he loses this fucking fight.
The fight also brought attention to the growing influence of money and entertainment in boxing. Paul's rise has been fueled by his massive online following, allowing him to generate enormous revenue for his fights. While this has introduced new audiences to boxing, it has also blurred the lines between sport and spectacle. Traditional boxing fans worry that the focus on entertainment is overshadowing the values that once defined the sport: hard work, discipline, and respect for the craft. This shift in focus has created a divide in the boxing world. On one side are those who see influencer boxing as a fresh way to revitalize the sport. They argue that fighters like Paul are attracting a broader audience, bringing new life and attention to boxing. On the other side are purists who feel that these events cheapen the sport, turning it into a sideshow rather than a serious competition. This growing divide raises serious questions about where the sport is headed. Paul's victory also reignited debates about the legitimacy of his career. While he has undoubtedly improved as a fighter, many question whether his matches are truly competitive. Critics point to the carefully selected opponents, often with significant disadvantages in age, size, or skill. To earn respect as a true boxer, they argue, Paul must face fighters who can truly challenge him in the ring. The implications of this fight extend beyond Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. It's a reflection of how sports are evolving in the digital age. With social media and streaming platforms driving massive audiences, the lines between athlete, entertainer, and influencer are becoming increasingly blurred. Boxing, once a sport defined by its traditions, is now at the forefront of this transformation. Whether this is a good or bad thing remains a matter of heated debate. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think. Was this fight real or just for show? Stay tuned for more updates on boxing's future, and don't forget to like and subscribe.